Okay, ladies, let's talk about how broke men don't love you. Hear me out. Men are givers by design. It's the way God made them. This is why they are the providers. They produce seed. They are givers by nature. Women, we are receivers by nature. We are nurturers by design. This is why you hear Dr. Miles Monroe say that if you give a woman a seed, she'll multiply it and turn it into a baby. If you give a woman a house, she'll multiply it and turn it into a home. This is so correct. All right. So if men, by design, by nature, don't have anything to give, how do you think that's going to make him feel about you?
The issue is not that men don't have anything to give. The issue is, even when men give, it's never enough. Because the ladies watch other ladies on Instagram, on social media, see them taking trips to Dubai, to Cancun, getting Birkin bags and things like that. And then when she gets a man who's paying the rent, paying the mortgage, buying the food at home, but he cannot afford the trips, the expensive vacations, she thinks he's broke.
Especially when he gets his sense of purpose from what he is able to reproduce. This is where men find their value in their job, in their purpose, and what they are able to give and what they are able to produce. Well, how do I know? That is why they call tithes your seed money, sowing a seed. So a man's value is tied to his money. So if he's not able to do for you and if he's not able to give, it's hard for him to love you. Men's love grow for a woman by how much he's able to do for her, how much he's able to give her. That is how a man shows his love, through his pocketbook, how much he does for her, how much.
Okay, I can agree that a man shows his love by providing for those he cares for, not even just a woman. He may show love to his family, his kids, and things like that. Men show love by providing. It's an action based thing for them. But I believe men's love doesn't grow by providing. Men's love grows for a woman when she appreciates it. But if every time he's providing, you're nagging him, you're complaining ABCD, he can only afford to take you guys on one vacation a year, but you want three vacations. He can only afford to buy a Toyota Camry, but you want him to buy an Escalade. You're not appreciating him, so his love for you will never grow.
He sacrifices for her. So my advice to you is, if a man is not in a position yet to be able to give the way he wants to give to you, I suggest you wait. This is where you're able to grow your friendship. You guys pray for one another. Pray for him. If he's really a friend, someone that you really respect, pray for him. But do not enter into an exclusive relationship with this man, because he's going to become resentful. Men who are not where they want to be in life financially resent their partners.
Not true. Again, men only become resentful if the woman is always nagging him about how broke he is. If she's supporting him and encouraging him and speaking peace, speaking power, and motivating him, he won't grow resentful because that's the kind of woman he needs by his side. But if she's always reminding him how he's broke and how he can't provide, how he's not a man, really emasculating him, then he's gonna go grow resentful.
And if he does not take it out on you physically, he will take it out on you verbally or emotionally or mentally. Okay? So make sure that you guys are assessing these potential relationships before before you're just all in. All right. Women, when a man is giving to us, this is why I don't understand that 50-50 crap. And what does a woman bring to a table? She brings everything that a man can't.
And what is that? That's the thing. They never mention it. They never list it out. They can list everything a man should bring to the table. For some reason, they can list those things. But when it comes to them to list exactly what they bring in a man's life, they never they can never even list three things. They usually say, I'm the table. Funny how that works.
She brings everything to the table that a man can't.
What is that?
Okay. So a woman is able to multiply things.
See?
She is able to bring value to things. It is a woman who is able to bring value to that man's money. That
What is the value if he's already bringing the money that she wants? Because for some reason she knows the man should bring the money. But for her, when it comes to her, to what she's providing to that man, she talks about the value. What value? If you meet a guy and he's already a millionaire, he was a millionaire before he found you. So what value exactly are you going to bring to him? I want you to mention it and list it. I don't want you to use these value and multiply. Multiply what? How? Exactly.
that is why, a man loves getting partners that he can build with, that he can grow with, right? So
If he already has money, what building and growth are you talking about? Now, if you found a guy who's broke and you're building with him and he had potential, okay, that's understandable. But all of you want a guy who already has the money and he's going to be a provider and you don't have to work. So what building are you doing exactly? Now, if you're going to say build a family, which is have kids and raise them, I understand. But even that, she can't mention it.
this is why they call it what, Mother Nature, because it's the seed that goes into the ground, and then what, it produces much fruit. When a man what gives his seed to a woman, what, it produces what, a baby.
Okay, so
So
kids.
we are
Okay.
receivers. And so when they say a woman is a gold digger, well, she just wants me from, listen, she is designed to make sure that that man is able to provide,
Okay.
especially if she's going to bring her children into the world. She got to make sure that her and those children are going to be good. There has
Okay.
to be a level of security that that woman gains from that relationship. Okay.
Yeah, but men want more than just kids. And especially men who already have kids. Let's say an instance where the man doesn't need any more kids. Maybe he's divorced, already has kids, but he has his money. Maybe you also already have kids. You don't want to have any more kids. Then what value are you bringing to that man? Because I'm going to give it to you. Having kids is something. He's going to provide, you're going to have babies. Okay. But in instance where you don't want any more kids, he doesn't want any more kids, what else? What other value are you giving him? She can't mention that.
So don't feel guilty or any kind of ways when a man tries to call you a gold digger or she just wants me for my money. What? Well, why wouldn't she? Why wouldn't she, sir? I'm not saying that that's the end all to be all, but why wouldn't she? And why wouldn't you want to provide?
I
So
wouldn't want to provide if I don't feel like I'm getting any reciprocation back. If I don't feel like I'm getting any value. If I don't feel like I'm being appreciated and I'm only being used. If it's all about me, 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 what are you going to do for me? What are you going to do for me? Because I'm human too at the end of the day. Men are human. They got feelings. So I don't think most men have an issue providing or even wanting to provide. Even men who are broke, who have no money, they will spend their last dollar on a woman if he feels like, one, he's going to be appreciated, and number two, she's going to be of value and she supports him in his endeavors. But if she's always looking down on him, or you're broke, or you're not a man enough, or is asking for more and more, trying to make him max out his credit cards, having to get loans to impress her, most men are like, okay, I'm done with this. I can't do this. It's not fair.